wanna join an US project, you can do it between 2 months and 1 year. But in my opinion, you have to do it 1 year because you can learn a lot of things in 1 year. But otherwise, maybe you couldn't do it. So, if you wanna join a US project, less 1 month, you can do it with a group.
It's gonna happen right. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And child is mine. And I believe your words, whatever you might say. This is my heart shaking out, reaching out for something more than me.
Can arrive at the age of 31 because the contract is made when he was 30. I guess it's accepted as well. I hope I was able to answer your question.
Immortal junkies, dressed up as angels. I'm meeting you tonight.
I like this city. I feel very good in here because the people are very friendly. I like to live in Hungary because the girls are very beautiful and the food is excellent and very cheap. The EBS program, it's a really good opportunity to live abroad and to meet nice people from different countries. It's a really good experience.
I will take the blame, and child is my name. And I believe your words, whatever you might say.
Miért Magyarországra jöttél?
I choose Hungary because I don't know anything about this country, so I just want to discover new place, and because I'm fascinated by the fact that Hungary is in the really center of Europe and it's bordered with a lot of other countries, and also because I would like to work in the school with kids, especially the little kids, and because I would like to speak about Italy, even if it's a very difficult country, like to advertising about Italy, and because I don't want to be in Italy and I wanted to live in a smaller city than Rome, so I think Kaposvár can be a nice place to stay, I hope.
Mennyit kell dolgozni?
We are starting from 10 o'clock until 6 o'clock. But sometimes we can start early for kindergarten, for the other village. But it's going to be really good. Why? Because kindergarten is really good. We can play with the kids. And also we can go the other village for the other primary school. For example, Nagykolyom. For example, the other village. And sometimes we can work weekend. And for example, we went to Budapest for conference. It was amazing because we learned about a lot of things. And we went to library. It was really good.
think to learn about some country's culture, it's the best if you live there. And I had the opportunity, with the help of European Volunteer Service, from Armenia to come and to be a volunteer here in Hungary. And during this 1 year, I learned a lot about Hungarian culture. For example, from food, I learned a lot. I can cook gulyás leves or the golács, Hungarian traditional famous palacsinta. And when you cook, you use a lot of basil, sour cream, with everything. It's possible sour cream in Hungary. From drinks, I can separate palinka, whatever. If you have pain, if you don't feel good, if you are in mood, in every situation, there's
Doesn't mean I'm
Mennyire tartod megbízhatónak a fogadó szervezetet?
Because every NGO has accreditation which is given by the national agency from each and every country, which can mean that they can have 3 accreditations, meaning hosting, sending and coordinating, which is closely monitored by the national agency. Therefore, the EVS volunteer can feel entirely safe in each and every country he or she is going to, because the NGO in which he or she is spending the EVS voluntary service of his or her is closely supervised by the country's national agency, and the national agency's rules were made by the EU. Every NGO is built up by having a president and the mentors and of course the volunteers. And because every mentor has his or her mentor, they can help him or her improve in every way, self-development and of course by having fun.
Szóval Raúl, milyen jellegű projektek közül lehet választani?
Volunteers can choose from a large variety of projects such as media, sports, culture, working disabled people, and through non-formal education. For example, we work with youth people, local, and we mainly through our culture clubs. You can learn a lot of languages, and we can improve your skills.
Köszönöm a figyelmet! Hello, hello! Szia, szia! Puszi, puszi! Sziasztok!